Namaste and good morning. Well, why don't we enjoy the peace and tranquility of this beautiful mandir? Oh, look at this. Birds are chirping, little birds. You can hear them. And they give that sense of happiness and purity. And this pond is so peaceful, white, smooth, and no ripplings of water. The trees are standing there without the leaves. Some, the winter trees, they have their leaves, or the pines. Why don't we enjoy it? This is the kind of thing that we should seek sometime and draw from it so much peace and tranquility in our lives. You know, Swami Parameshananda ji and the great souls, the Christ, they came, and through their sojourn on earth, they have lifted themselves to Godhood, where they're being worshipped. The Christ, the Buddha, Krishna, Lord Shiva, Mother Durga, all these deities, and the ones you worship that I have mentioned, they have lifted themselves up to the worshipable state. That the Christ came, and he didn't come with a religion. There was the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, and he being the Son. But really, he is the all in all. And when he would have finished his sojourn in the human form, Christianity came out of it after many years. The Buddha born in the palace, prince, and he was sheltered, kind of protected. Father wanted to keep him to be the heir of the palace, but he ventured out, and he discovered things that would change his mind. And then he went through austerity, sat on the Buddha tree, became the enlightened one from Siddhartha to the Buddha, and then he started moving. He engaged his 4 friends that were there with him in austerity. They were his first disciples, and the Buddha would have carried his message, the middle path, throughout so many countries, and Buddhism at one point was 1/3 of the population. Swami Parameshananda ji came at the request and the austerity of a couple in Bangladesh. He took birth in 1896, Magh Purnima, which is coming up on Friday, Saturday, so, you know. And he came, and he announced his coming, and he was received as God. And then he would have demonstrated to his parents that he was beyond. He just passed through the mother womb and with the help of the Father, and he would have did austerity too, and starting his mission by providing seva, enlisting his childhood school friends, boys, and later on they're the ones that became the Swamijis, the first Swamijis of BHARAT SEVASHRAM. So we see that all of these examples that I've mentioned, they come and they demonstrated how we can lift ourselves up too. That we have this potential and possibility for us to rediscover that we are just like the gods and goddesses. Devotees, that's the striking thing that we always have to keep in mind. And you know, the disciples of Swami Parameshananda ji, they can tell you so many stories. And I could tell you stories, so magnificent stories, that these stories, they transform you. They lift you up to a higher stage. And then you go to the point through experiences that you can see that you are the creator and the created through the yoga asanas every morning, that sadhana, spiritual practice. And then what happens? You sustain it on a daily basis. So after some time, was just contemplating that with Sivaratri and and Magh Purnima coming up, celebrations in India and all parts of all ashrams, that I will not be able to go to these ashrams because of COVID, and no tourists can go to India. I usually go every year. But I was going through the motion that let me try to see, and then let me sit in the room that where Guruji would have, Swami Parameshananda would have lived and left his body. And yes, I was able to do it, and I felt that I was there. And there are other times that before I reach India, I will try to visualize what it looks like, what it feels like to be in the ashram in Kolkata. And lo and behold, when I would arrive there, it's not imagination. It is like closing your eyes in meditation, and you can be there in that room. Or you can be in the mandir that he was worshipped, or any ashrams that he would have had. He would have been everywhere his murti is, he's present there, if we have the power, Ganga mein nahi, Jamuna mein nahi, महलों में नहीं, कुटियों में नहीं, जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही, जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही. पाताल गगन में जल में मुस्काता हुआ निकले फल में, मंदिर में नहीं, तीर्थों में नहीं, मंदिर में नहीं, तीर्थों में नहीं, गीता में नहीं, वेदों में नहीं, जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही, जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही. That wherever you think the Lord is, in whatever form you want to see him, or without form, he's there. So then human beings like us, we have that potential to lift ourselves to that state of being. In this here this morning, I feel him here. This is a beautiful mandir, isn't it? It has all the 5 elements, and the 5 senses are being fed by the 5 elements, and this will make up my mind. And Krishna Bhagwan would have said that Bhumi Rapo Analo Vayo Kamano Buddhir Eva Hankar Iti Yanme Binna Prakriti Ashtada Bhumir Apo Analo Vayo Kamano Buddhir Eva Cha Ahankar Iti Yanme Binna Prakriti Ashtada. Hey Arjuna, I'm the 5 elements that make up my creation, my lower nature. I am the mind, I'm the intellect, I'm the ego. These 8 things are me. What else can we ask for? The Lord is telling us everything is He. And what a beautiful sight we hear. Have some birds came, the ducks came. They are, you can see them there. And how beautiful they are on the ice. Isn't that a beautiful sight this morning? Listen to the birds. I'll stay quiet. Listen to the birds chirping. They have no coats, they have no food, nothing. But there they are, they're just peaceful and calm. Can we be like them? Anyway, so the Lord is saying everything is Him. So we have to come to this realization that we also are like Him. And we have to stay at that place. With Magh Purnima coming up now, blessings will be flowing so heavily. I started my austerity meditation and eating little food now. This is the austerity because you want to do some kind of austerity, and you will be doing it. And Sivaratri is coming up also. And during this time, Magh Purnima, Sivaratri, that 2 weeks, 3 weeks period, we should all enjoy this. So let us take these blessings. Here's a place of pilgrimage. Let us see it for what it is. This is the mandir. From here, we can get the Gita, and everything can come out from here. Well, with these few words, let blessings are flowing to you and all your loved ones. Prepare yourself for this auspicious day of Magh Purnima. Prepare yourself for Sivaratri. Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om. Let us pay adorations to Surya Narayan. Here he is. Om Bhura Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Om. Oh, what a peaceful morning I'm enjoying. Aren't you enjoying it? Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti. Have a blessed day.